Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use Khan Academy, one of the world's most powerful free learning platforms. Whether you're a student looking to improve your grades, a parent helping your child learn, or just some curious about learning something new, this guide will help you walk through everything. Let's get started. So first, let's talk about what Khan Academy is. Khan Academy is a completely free educational platform that offers courses in subjects like math, science, computing, arts and humanities, economics, test prep, and much more. Khan Academy was founded by Sal Khan in 2008 and it is now used by millions of learners worldwide, from elementary school students to adults seeking to expand their knowledge. And what's the best part? So the best part is everything is free. There are no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just quality education accessible to anyone with an internet connection. So, since we're done talking about Khan Academy, let's now proceed in creating our account. So, let's do that by going to khanacademy.org in your web browser, as you can see here, top link. So after searching that, you'll see the home page when they sign up here, button in the top right corner. So all you need to do is click sign up. Then you have several options to create an account. First, you need to enter your year right there. So you have several options to create an account. You can sign up with your Google account, Facebook, or Apple ID, or create a new account with your email address for this demonstration. I'll use email instead. So for this one, I'm going to use my personal account. Next, Khan Academy will ask you about your learning goals. Are you a student, a teacher, or a parent? Select the option that fits you best. So first, let's check adult learner, then press continue. After that, you'll choose subjects you're interested in learning. And don't worry, you can always explore other subjects. So no need to rush, just take your time. So let's say I want to study high school biology, world history, grammar, and let's say internet safety. So we selected 4 courses already. So since we're done selecting the courses that we want to study, it will show in here in my courses the subjects or courses that you entered or selected. So we have grammar, high school biology, internet safety, and world history. So now we're in the dashboard. This is your learner dashboard. So let me walk you through the main features. So at the top, you'll see the navigation menu with the sections like courses and search here, so you can see, and your profile icon. here. The left sidebar shows your selected courses and subjects. So you can see here. So in the center, you'll see the recommended lessons and your learning progress here. So since we just created this account, we have no experience and zero total learning. And here for these teachers and for the tutors. So in here you can enter a class code and enter the Gmail account or email of the teacher. So the dashboard is designed to keep you motivated. So you'll see your current mastery here. As you can see, the badges are shown here. So since we didn't started in the other courses that we enrolled, we have no current badges to showcase. So you'll see your current mastery level, asterisks for consecutive days of learning, and energy points you use or you can earn as you complete exercise and watch videos. So these gamification elements makes learning fun and help you track your progress. So now, let's explore how to find and start a course. So here, click courses, top menu, and you'll see available subjects organized by category: math, science, engineering, computing. So let's say you want to learn about world history, as we can see here. You'll see the course overview, which shows all the units and lessons within the course. Each course is instructed into units and each unit contains multiple lessons as you can see here. So for world history, we have 6 units: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in order for us to dip or dive into it further, you'll see different types of content if you click on it. For example, in Unit 1, videos marked with a play icon, articles marked with a document icon, and exercise marked with check mark. So this variety helps in reinforced learning through different methods. As you can see here, you can see the play button. So it is a video, and here it is a file that you can view. So if you click
Anatomically modern human beings have been on this.
right, so that's a video. So by starting with a video lesson by clicking on it, Khan Academy's videos are concise, clear, and easy to follow. So you can pause, rewind, or adjust the playback speed if you need to. Below the video, you often find a transcript, which is helpful for reviewing key points. So here is a transcript, as you can see. It is the timeline is or time mark is included and the transcript, of course. And here are some comments by other users of Khan Academy. And aside from videos, we have here some online modules provided. So the next thing that we're gonna do is practice with or practicing with exercises. So after watching a video, it's time to practice. So let's click on an exercise. So you'll see practice problems related to what you just learned. So these exercises are interactive. You type your answers directly into the platform. So for Unit 1, let's see. So if we're gonna click, for example, for Unit 1 here, so it shows here ready to practice. So it is trying to assess your knowledge if you learned about the previous topic or the video lesson that you watch. So let's try. So for the course question, archaeologists have confirmed that the birthplace of humankind was in. Since we did not watch the video that is presented earlier, let's try to just guess by the closest answer that we know. So in my guess, the first or the birthplace of humankind was in, let's say my answer is Africa. Let's check. So as you can see, it is green and it's a check symbol, so that shows that my answer is correct. Next, Homo sapiens first appeared in approximately 50 to 100,000 or 100 years ago. Since I don't have any idea on this, let's select B. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not expecting that since I did not read this lesson. So for the next one, which evolutionary theory suggests that early hominids adapted more easily to dry climates? So I think it is the savanna hypothesis. So as you can see, there's something that's really helpful here or a helpful feature here in Khan Academy. So if you get stuck like this, like my answer is wrong, just click the hint button. Khan Academy provides step-by-step hints to guide you toward the solution without just giving you the answer. So this helps you truly understand the concept. So if we click on hint there, the answer is B. So as you answer questions correctly, oops, my bad. So as you answer questions correctly, you'll build your mastery level. So there are different mastery levels: attempted, familiar, proficient, and mastered. So your goal is to reach mastered by consistently answering questions correctly. So let's try to answer this final question. So which early hominid species was one of the most or one of the first to control fire and migrate to new regions? So if we're going to try this, my answer is letter B. So it is wrong, right? So if we're going to take hints again, it says that Homo erectus is the correct answer. So as you can see, my answer is 2 over 4. So we gained 250 energy points from that. So it also says here that we should keep on practicing since we did not perfect the quiz. So the platform also uses spaced repetition. So it will occasionally bring back questions from topics already learned to ensure retain that knowledge in long term. So if you got a question wrong, don't worry. Khan Academy will explain the correct answer and often provide a video explanation. So you can try similar problems to reinforce your understanding. So let's go back. So the next thing we're gonna do is to track our progress. So now let's look at how to track your learning progress. So click on profile. and select Progress there. Here you'll see a visual representation of your learning journey. You can view your mastery progress across different subjects, see which skills you've mastered, and identify areas that need more practice. So the progress tracker shows percentages for each unit and course, making it easy to show or to see how far you've come. So you'll also see your learning stats, total time spent in learning, and your current streak. So as you can see, we did a short quiz and our score is 2/4 and our exercise minute is 4 minutes and the total minutes for our learning is 5. So it is important that we should maintain a streak by learning a little bit each day and can be a great motivator. So and there you have it. So it's just easy to use Khan Academy. Whether you are a teacher or a student, all you need to do is to sign up, select the courses that you want to study, and start by then. As you can see here, you can take any courses or subjects as long as you want, anytime. So it depends on you. For example, you want to finish world history first, then you can do that. But if you're tired of it, like you can start in grammar since you have the option to do so. So there you have it, a complete guide to using Khan Academy. So remember, this is a beginner's guide. So the key to success is consistency. So even just 15 to 30 minutes a day, it can lead to significant progress. So take advantage of all the free resources available. Practice regularly and don't be afraid to revisit topics you find challenging. So that's all, everyone. Happy learning, and remember, you can learn anything. And thanks for watching.